Hey everyone, it's Merrill from the Cordial Eye. Thank you so much for joining us for Self Care Saturday, our weekly Facebook Live event focusing on self care and just generally taking care of ourselves. You can find us here every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. on our Facebook page. And also, don't forget to check out our group, But First Self Care. So, you may have noticed we've been talking a lot about mindfulness the last few weeks. It's been a big theme. I know that there is a lot of extra stress in the world right now. Just we know there are a lot of problems going on in the world, and it causes a lot of additional pressure that's placed on all of us. So it's more important than ever that we're practicing self-care and working on mindfulness. So why does Merrill keep bringing up mindfulness? Let's talk about what is mindfulness. Mindfulness means maintaining a moment by moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment through a gentle, nurturing lens. There's some key words here. There's awareness, that's a huge component of mindfulness, but also gentle is very, very important because sometimes we're our worst critics and we'll notice things about ourselves, we'll become more aware of ourselves, and we'll become very judgmental. So it's so important that as we become more aware and more mindful in our lives, that we do so with compassion and not judgment. So why practice mindfulness? Why is this so important? Mindfulness, these are just a few examples of why it's so awesome. It reduces rumination. And that basically means that, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're just obsessing over something you did like 20 years ago, some awful thing that you wish you had handled differently, or maybe it's distracting you during the day, you're trying to get work done and you keep thinking about something that you need to get done, something that's going to happen in the future, or something in the past that you're upset about. That's rumination. It's kind of those obsessive thoughts. So mindfulness reduces that. It reduces our stress. It improves our relationships. It increases our empathy. It actually improves our memory. Another great thing is it makes us less emotionally reactive. It's really important that we are in touch with our emotions and that we are feeling emotional reactions to things. But this tones it down a little bit. Like if somebody says, "Oh, you know what? I don't really like that shirt." It's not going to destroy your day. So these are just some of the reasons why mindfulness is so important. So what I would like to do today is another mindfulness activity now that we've talked a little bit about why it's so important. So we're going to do what's called a body scan. So you might remember a few weeks ago we did a progressive muscle relaxation. So this is a little different. It's similar in the way that we're going to be kind of going through our whole bodies, but we're not going to be focusing on that tensing and releasing like we did with the progressive muscle relaxation. So I'd love for you to make yourself comfortable. And if you're not able to do this right now, it's totally okay. This video is being recorded and it'll be on our Facebook page. So you can always come back to it later to work on this. You can make yourself comfortable in your seat, lie down if you need to. Allow your back to be kind of straight, but not stiff. It's preferable, if you can, to have your feet on the ground, but if that's not comfortable, that's okay. You could also do the standing if you'd prefer to stand. That's fine. If you're going to lie down, just make sure you have your head supported. Your hands can be resting gently in your lap or at your side. If you're comfortable with it, allow your eyes to close, or you can keep them open. Just soften your gaze. Now, I want you to take several long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in fully and exhaling slowly. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. I want you to feel your stomach expand on an inhale and relax as you let go, as you exhale. Begin to let go of noises around you. Begin to shift your attention from outside to inside yourself. If you're distracted by sounds in the room, simply notice this and then bring your focus back to your breathing. Now slowly bring your attention down to your feet. Begin observing sensations in your feet. You might want to wiggle your toes a little, feeling your toes against your socks or your shoes or against the floor. Just notice without judgment. You might imagine sending your breath down to your feet, as if the breath is traveling through the nose, to the lungs, through the abdomen, all the way down to your feet. And then back up again, out through your nose and lungs. Perhaps you don't feel anything at all. That's fine too. Just allow yourself to feel the sensation of not feeling anything. When you're ready, allow your feet to dissolve in your mind's eye and move your attention up to your ankles, calves, knees, and thighs. Observe the sensations you're experiencing throughout your legs. Breathe into and breathe out of your legs. If your mind begins to wander during this exercise, gently notice this without any judgment and bring your mind back to noticing the sensations in your legs. If you notice any discomfort, pain, or stiffness, don't judge this. Just simply notice it. Observe how all sensations rise and fall, shift and change moment to moment. Notice how no sensation is permanent. Just observe and allow the sensations to be in the moment, just as they are. Breathe into and out from the legs. Now, on your next breath, allow the legs to dissolve in your mind and move to the sensations in your lower back and pelvis. Soften and release as you breathe in and out. Slowly move your attention up to your back and upper back. Become curious about the sensations here. You may become aware of sensations in the muscle, temperature, or points of contact with furniture or your bed if you're lying down. With each out-breath, you may let go of tension you're carrying. And then very gently shift your focus to your stomach and all the internal organs here. Perhaps you notice the feeling of clothing, the process of digestion, or your belly rising or falling with each breath. If you notice opinions arising about these areas, gently let these go and return to the noticing sensations. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to your chest and heart region and just notice your heartbeat. Observe how the chest rises during the inhale and how the chest falls during the exhale. Let go of any judgments that may arise. On your next out-breath, shift the focus to your hands and your fingertips. See if you can channel your breathing into and out of this area as if you're breathing into and out of your hands. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensations in your hands. And then, on the next out-breath, shift the focus and bring your awareness up into your arms. Observe the sensations or lack of sensations occurring there. You may notice some difference between the left arm and the right arm. There's no need to judge this. As you exhale, you may experience the arms soften and release tensions. Continue to breathe and shift focus to the neck, shoulder, and throat region. This is an area where we often have tension. Be with those sensations here. It could be tightness, rigidity, or holding. You may notice the shoulders moving along with the breath. Let go of any thoughts or stories that you're telling about this area. As you breathe, you may feel tension rolling off of your shoulders. On the next out breath, shift your focus and direct your attention to the scalp, head, and face. Observe all of the sensations occurring there. Notice the movement of the air as you breathe into or out of the nostrils or mouth. As you exhale, you might notice the softening of any tension you may be holding. And now, let your attention to expand out to include the entire body as a whole. Bring into your awareness the top of your head down to the bottom of your toes. Feel the gentle rhythm of the breath as it moves through the body. As you come to the end of this practice, take a full, deep breath, taking in all the energy of this practice, and exhale fully. When you're ready, open your eyes and return your attention to the present moment. As you become fully alert and awake, consider setting the intention that this practice of building awareness will benefit everyone you come in contact with. So I hope that exercise is helpful. You can come back to this video anytime you want to try it again. It's really important that we pay attention to the warning signs that our body is giving us and get to know the signs of tension and how it relates to stress. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to give us a donation so that we can continue to do programs like this and the many other programs that we do for the community. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or any present self-care needs, please feel free to drop it in the comments. And also feel free to join our group, But First Self-Care, and then come back next week at 8 p.m. on Saturday for your regular Self-Care Saturday Facebook Live. Take care and be well.